We want to factorise the following into two brackets. So here we have x squared plus 6x plus 5. Now a good way of doing this is to look at the coefficient of x, that's the number in front of x, including the sign. So we want this to be a positive 6. And also the constant term, that's the number on its own with no x's, again including the sign. We want numbers that multiply together to give us this number on its own, and which add together to give us the coefficient of x. So, 5's a prime number, the only factors are 5 and 1, and as it happens, positive 5 and positive 1 will do the trick here. And so we get x plus 5 and x plus 1. Now if we apply the same idea here, we want numbers that multiply to give us negative 3 and add to give negative 2. Now 3 again is prime, so we can only have 3 times 1, but do we want negative 3 times 1 or 3 times negative 1? Well, this one here adds up to give negative 2, so that's the one we want. So negative 3 and 1. So in our brackets we get x minus 3 and we get x plus 1. So here we want to multiply to get negative 8 and add to give negative 2. Now 8 can be 8 times 1, or it can be 4 times 2. We know we're multiplying to give negative 8, so one of these numbers is going to be positive, the other negative, and we want a difference of 2, so it's not going to be this one. So do we want negative 4 times 2 or 4 times negative 2? Well, when we add these ones, it gives us negative 2, so that's what we want. Negative 4 and 2, and our brackets will be x minus 4 and x plus 2. So here we have x squared minus 8x plus 7. Now we want numbers that multiply to give 7, add to give negative 8. 7 of course is prime, so we can really only have 7 times 1, and to get negative 8 both numbers need to be negative. So negative 7 and negative 1, and then that will give us x minus 7, x minus 1. Here we want to multiply to give negative 12 and add to give negative 1. Now 12 can be 12 times 1, it can be 6 times 2, it can be 4 times 3. We want a difference of 1, so it's got to be here, and that means it could either be 4 by 3, or negative 4 times 3, or it could be negative 3 times 4. Now this one here, if we add them, gives us plus 1. This one here, if we add them, gives us negative 1. So that's the one we want. So it's going to be negative 4, positive 3. And so we have x minus 4 and x plus 3.